NWA star Aaron Stevens guides blunt force trauma to innovative tables match at Samhain for title defense. Blunt force trauma face Mike Knox and Trevor Murdoch at NWA Samhain October 28 for the NWA Tag Team Championship. With Aaron Stevens in their corner, Blunt Force Trauma captured the National Wrestling Alliance (NWA) World Tag Team Championship on the first night of the company's 75th anniversary show last month and then defended the belts against Mike Knox and Trevor Murdoch on the second night. Blunt Force Trauma, the team of Carnage and Damage, launched its feud against Knox and Murdoch back on August 27. Stevens used a loaded glove to give his team the edge in the match. On September 26, the teams met again, and Damage caused a disqualification with a chair shot on Murdoch. Knox and Murdoch confronted Stevens the following week. Blunt Force Trauma's manager graciously gave their riled-up opponents another match at NWA Samhain in Cleveland. However, there is a stipulation. The two teams will fight in a Knights of the Round Table tables match. To win, one person has to be put through a round table instead of a rectangular one usually seen in wrestling matches. Stevens told Fox News Digital in a recent interview when Murdoch and Knox confronted him he was looking to compromise. "Let's find a happy medium. Let's resolve this," he said. So I said, "All right, obviously you're not going away until we do it and do it right, and that means you have to put a stamp on it. Not only are we going to beat them, but we are going to beat them in a medieval way. So, that way you could say, we didn't just get a butt whooping, you got a medieval butt whooping. You can't come back from that." Stevens said it's going to be insulting for Murdoch and Knox to return to their homes and face their families and neighbors. "We're not going to have that problem because we understand what we're getting into, and it's proven that, unless there's some kind of fluke, they can't beat us. I don't see any flukes happening because I thrive best in the medieval time period. I have a flair for the historic, shall we say." The tag team title match is just one of 8 matches set for Samhain. One of the matches includes EC3 defending his NWA World's Heavyweight Championship against Tom Latimer. Stevens, EC3 and Latimer were all in the same company during their Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW, and Impact Wrestling days. FCW was a developmental territory for WWE before it rebranded into NXT. EC3 had been known as Ethan Carter III at one point and Latimer as Bram. Even Stevens went by Damian Sandow at the height of his run in WWE. Now, Stevens gets to watch two people he has known for a long time battle it out for the 10 pounds of gold, one of the most prestigious wrestling championships in the sport. "He's kind of on a roll now," Stevens said of Latimer, "and Tom is reaching his full potential, which is cool. It's a cool thing about NWA. You can go and just kind of see what happens, right? Like as long as you're good enough to keep yourself on television, you have a degree of really finding who you are with that fan base, and it's very magical to watch people like that. We've seen that, obviously, EC3, who is our new NWA World's Champion. And again, those two guys going at it. I mean, I can't think of anyone in the business today who is more well-rounded in terms of their conditioning, the strength, the size, the plyometrics, everything they do than Tom and EC3. They are really wrestlers. The pay-per-view will be held at Temple Live at Cleveland Masonic later this month. The event can also be seen on Fight TV.